Do you think now that you should have taken them 25,000s to play them videos when it like once that line crossed from 94 to 95
Right.
and the gate was up now when you saw it was what it was really becoming? Did you regret not taking that money that they was trying to give you back then?
Nah, we just figured out other ways to get money. You know, now we're getting into bigger production. We started doing commercials, we started doing more movies, you know, DVDs, remember official DVDs, we were doing stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just figured out other ways to get money, and that's what we moved on to. You know, I know what it is, you know, like in 85, 86 to be taking money from somebody that you don't know. Like, I'm not doing that. No, because I know too many people that ended up missing.
Because
like
of stuff like that. Yeah.
I don't know what they did, but I don't even want to be in that world what they did.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? It's
right.
like,
This is gonna be like this every day until JB gets his money.
but you know, yeah, it's different now. Mm-hmm. What the artists have now is all of that we went through. You know, all of that stuff that we did, all that stuff we went through, all of that. Now they don't have to do that. They got it. It's theirs. They can go and go do stadiums and get paid $500,000 to show up and do a 30-minute show, and that's why we did it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
We thought it was gonna be for us to get it, but that's why this 15-year-old kid can get up there.
Do it now. Boom.
He got it. He got
the He hit it.
Yeah. Do you find an issue with that it's a generation that's benefiting from something that you guys started, that, you know, is living in these multi-million-dollar houses, flashing all these cars? Because, like, I seen, like, Red Alert and Target, and Red Alert, like, you and him, it's the same.
I'm in Target too.
And, yeah, and I'm like, and nobody's in Target. Like, they rushing by him, like, you know, get out the way. You know, he's trying to shop for a deal, like, and I'm like, this is Red Alert.
Right.
And nobody in Target knows or cares. And that's a concern for me, you know, but how do you feel about that?
You know, I started this thing, the Video Music Box Collection, and it was a nonprofit. And the reason why I did it was for these guys that make all this type of money. And this is a write-off for you. You want to support hip hop, you want to support what we do, which our whole thing is to bring it to the schools, educating in schools about hip hop curriculum, preserving this content, like we talk about Jay-Z at a thing. You know, it costs a lot of money to do these, to preserve all of this content. Like I have the same people that use NFL films, the NFL uses NFL films, doing my stuff. You know, it's not like, you know, okay, yeah, we can make a copy of that for $10. You know, you're doing it at a high level, you know, storage and
digitally remastered.
Yeah, remastering.
Because as I was watching the documentary, I was like, wow, this looks really crispy for 92.
Yeah, that's what our work has been, you know?
Right.
And so those guys, I would go and say, hey man, this is what I'm doing, you know, we could really use your support. You know, I'd like to sit down with your people. Not even their people, but with them or their parents. And tell them what we're doing, and hopefully, you know, they could see what we're doing and say, hey man, you know, look, it's not like...
I mean, I honestly think that's with all the rappers all these multi-millionaire rappers, I wonder every day how is Kool Herc still in Harlem?
Yeah.
You know, like...
Because once again, once those artists start making that money, you have those people that are padding outside, and they won't let you get into it unless you really know how to do that. When you get Kool Herc age, you get my age, you get Red age, like we ain't doing that shit.
Right. You chilling?
It's like, wow.
Right. You chilling?
We ain't doing all of that. Me, I'm a little bit more aggressive. I do it. Red is too. Red is active, but you know, it's not like we standing outside. You know, before we was like, I'll wait. You know, I'll wait for an hour. I'll wait for 2 hours. Remember Hot 97? People would be outside.
Outside.
Papoose.
For hours.
Outside for hours.
That was a thing.
You gotta bring your bud, and you gotta bring your drinks, because you're gonna be parked out there.
Nah,
Everything.
it was for the amount of artists that would be congregating. Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Them DJs would have to sneak into the back door.
Right. Flex was
All
like,
that.
Yo,
open the back door. I was like, there's a back door? He said, yeah.
they're like, hold on, how Flex on the radio? How he got by us?
Right.
Right.
All right, we gonna wait for he got to come outside. Hold on. How Jay Slay on the radio?
How you
We
get
ain't
out
see
of
these
there?
niggas.
Yeah, they made it, you know, they sent everybody a memo, like, no more artists can be outside.
Yo, that was a thing, yeah.
And that was the thing.
Wasn't that when Kim and them, allegedly,
No, it did happen.
shootout?
I was working that day.
Yeah, with the shootout with Kim and Fox.
It was me and Clue.
Hold on, what? Say that again?
It was me and Clue
You know, yeah, and
when that
I,
thing happened.
thinking about it now, I kind of understand because there were a lot of situations that happened outside of Hot 97 over, you know, money that exchanged hands.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, because the people that own that building is the plumbers union.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
can't even bring, if you try to bring a camera in, they won't let you bring a tripod in.
Right.
Oh,
Because
really?
of the union situation.
okay. I didn't know that.
The rules and stuff. They're like, yo, you got to be part of a union to bring a
yeah.
tripod in.
He knows a whole bunch
No,
of
when I
stuff
went
that
to
don't, that don't nobody naturally
dog.
know.
When I went to go do the Ebro,
I believe you.
nah, listen, chill, don't do that.
I believe
No,
him.
no, it's not about. That's what they told me.
It's not about that. So he has a lot of information that people don't know, like the gourmet McDonald's.
Nah.
Nah, I know.
Nah,
I know
they literally
something.
stopped us when we went to go interview
believe
Ebro. And I was like, what are you talking
That's a
about?
very powerful union.
Yeah, it's a strong union.
You gotta submit your name the day before and all that.
Become a plumber.
Go be a plumber, stop rapping. Best and worst moments of video music buying.
When they sold the station is the worst moment. They sold the station. Giuliani sold the station.
He owned it.
Well, he didn't own it, but you know, it's assets of the city, and they can make a decision. Okay, we'll get rid of this, and so they got rid of it, and they didn't do nothing with it. Just like they just turned it off, and it just sat there, and so we had to go find another place to be at. We were on Channel 31 at that time.
Right.
Then we went to Channel 25, but it took like, I don't know, like maybe 6 months or so to find another station, and then I was like, maybe I should go to MTV, you know, and I was like this, like. They play me out if I come up there saying, hey, you know, can I do something here? You know, and I tell people my pride is that's what got in my way at that particular moment.
Right.
Because I was like, Ralph McDaniels, man, they should be, you know, they should be putting me on. No, I can't go up there because they might say no. And so
So that messed with you.
it messed with me, yeah, got in the way. And so then eventually I went and got to another station. And, you know, I was still doing directing and doing other things, but Video Music Box is my heart.
Right.
You know, because that's like more connected to the street,
Right.
to the city. And so,
But by this time, like, there are people who started to be in play
yeah.
due to your absence.
Oh, yeah. Now, you know, BET's in rare form.
Oh,
Basement.
yeah, all
Yeah,
that.
they
Rap
running
City.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Tigger, you know. Tigger's
yeah.
killing them out there, you know. And others. And so, yeah, so we just were like, okay, I didn't know how much I was part of it till I stopped doing it. You know, like you don't know until you stop that, damn, I really like doing this. And this is part of my life.
Life, yeah. My everyday routine.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't know. It's like, I guess, a ball player. Anybody that does something every day, whatever, you go to work and then you retire.
Right.
You don't know what to do. People bug out, like, I gotta do something.
Right.
So, boom. So that was a moment that we had to figure out what we were gonna do. And then I guess the high points, I don't know, man. You know, there's been so many things that we've done. I think the documentary for us this past year was something, we worked on that for a long time. We had gone to various different situations trying to get that documentary out there. The pandemic was happening. People was dying. We was like, oh man, we gotta get this documentary out here. It's too much craziness going on. And now I'm at the point where it's about me. I've been taking care of everybody else.
Right.
That was about me. That was, and you know, you realized it when you got to that point, like, right, You know, like my boy I wasn't in the documentary. I was like, it wasn't about you, it was about me.
Right.
Yo, but you know, I know you longer than you. I seen such and such up in there. I was like, I understand. It wasn't about you though. Nobody cares.
Right. Shut it down. So where's Ralph McDaniels headed to now?
More docs. So we have this is the first time I think I'm saying this to anybody. We have a deal that we can do with Showtime and others. You know, we still are. We originally we're going to try to do this with some other networks, and I think that whoever wants to do it, we down to do it because you know, like I got all the content. Come on, like stop playing. You know, like I got a couple of projects now that I know I was the only one there filming, and they're big deals.
Right.
And so, and I know the people that were there, and I can interview them, and we can make it a real big thing. You know, a premium documentary.
Because you pretty much own.
We own everything.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if the music, you know.
Yeah.
I got you probably as a kid, but I don't own your music, you know.
Crazy.
You know? So I gotta pay you.
He probably does.
I'll be like,
That's
yo, need to use this song, bro.
Do you remember that night when I walked up to you and I was like,
yeah.
yo, I saw Ralph. I was like, yo, it's
Yeah.
Ralph McDaniels.
Hold on, you met him when he was a
I
kid?
gave myself a little pep talk. I was like, yo. And I walked over and I was like, yo, it's an honor to meet you. He was like, I just saw what happened with Solomon. And I was like, oh, he knows who I am, yo. It be those moments, like those, you gotta hold on to those moments. Those are good moments.
Absolutely.
No, I have to know what's going on. I mean, I'm not up on everything, but I felt like I need to know everything because that space was so exciting then. You know, I mean, it may be now, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But to me, it was super exciting then, you know?
Especially that battle with you and Solomon, because it was two different styles, two different
It's
cultures
the merging
clashing.
of the worlds. It was like like the streets meet Scribble Jam.
Yes.
And Solomon, behind closed doors, always spoke very highly about
There's
you.
a documentary right there.
There it is.
We gotta talk
a good
after
one.
this.
It's Hoffa. Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.